Wow, that's like a Spider-Man cat.
That's your house, Paige?
No, that is not
Look
my
at this.
house.
How many times has that happened to you? Look at this. Oh my gosh, no.
And that's why you need your screen fixed.
Yes.
Exactly. How many times has that happened to you? If you have animals that don't see it or just clumsy friends.
Yes.
That can happen. And that's why Paige is here to show us how to repair your screen door for less than $20.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Less
right.
than
And
$20.
if you have someone come out to your house, it's going to be so expensive to do. One of my first remodels, I got a quote to do the house, and it was thousands and thousands of dollars to replace the screens.
Oh my gosh.
And
Wow.
I really sat there and thought, okay,
Yeah.
I don't have that money, so how can I do it myself?
And you have to have those on them, the
You
screens.
really do.
There's-
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially if you're flipping, but I say it's more like for safety too. If you have little pets or you just want some air to come in without the bugs,
Yeah.
you need a screen. I'm going to show you guys how to do it for very, very inexpensively.
Well, let's take a look.
Cheap.
Take what you did
I got
earlier.
started earlier this morning. So this is one of the fences, the screens that we had here, and it just had a few rips in it, but you cannot mend that. It's not like you can sew it back together. So the first thing you want to do, since the frame was good, I'm going to use that frame, and I taped the frame down. This just holds it into place. You can also have a friend help you. I had no friends this morning, so I taped it.
You have friends.
I always have friends. So what I took out right before was the spline. You take that out all the way, and then this is the screen mesh. Now, we don't worry about that. We throw it away. We buy new mesh at the store. This whole roll is about 20 bucks. So you could do probably about 20 screens with that. And then I got that spline. It was the smallest spline that you could get, which was 0.125. You take a screwdriver, just push it in, and that's our spline tool. So on one side it's concave and one side it's convex.
I love that.
So now we're using the convex side to push it in the tiny little grooves. When you get to the corners, you want to use a screwdriver, and then you just go all the way around. You hold the screen taut, but not too taut. You don't want new rips. And then just put it in, then go back around. Now this is the convex side. Go back around and go over it again. This just secures it into place. And see how I have a little bit excess hanging over right now? You want it to about 2 or 3 inches because it will pull in a little bit. And then you just take your utility knife, go all the way around it just by cutting it, staying away from the spline that you just put in. You never want to reuse spline too, by the way. It's really cheap.
Yeah, it's very affordable.
It's very affordable, and it starts to crack. It's rubber, so it starts to crack under the elements, so you don't want to use any of that. And then you're done.
I gotta be honest, that's a lot easier than I would have imagined it being.
It is so easy, you guys.
Question, I have one in my house that needs to be replaced, and they're green because they match the trim.
You're green.
Can you paint?
You can, yes. If you are going to paint, I suggest painting spray paint.
Okay.
And do something like a metallic, because typically you want to use metallic ones. Now, what we've shown here, what you saw before was if we wanted to reuse our frame, which a lot of times that is great. So you don't have to go out and buy. But if you're starting from scratch, Mark, I'm going to get you to help me. You take that one. I want to show you guys at home how easy this is. Take this puzzle piece, and I'm going to take this puzzle piece, and then you put in your little puzzle piece. These are the corners, and you can cut this to any size that you want, and then just push it in like that. And then we go like this.
Oh my gosh.
Push that on.
Like that.
And then you take that same screen mesh that I showed you guys in the pre-tape, you put that over and put the spline there, and you guys, you can make them from scratch.
And you can cut.
And you can cut. Take a hacksaw, cut it down. It's something by hand or even like a tin snips. You can cut it down.
And how much would this cost for everything included?
Less than $20. But even if you're doing more, you're going to save more money because you have bought this whole thing, so you might as well do 10 to 20 screens with this.